9.1 is about collect and organizing data. So now I want to talk about the objective. So the objective here is that I want to collect data by using surveys and organize data in tables and line plots. So first of all, I have to collect data by using surveys and organize data in tables and line plot. So I want to collect data by using surveys and organize all the data in tables and line plots. So first of all, I want to collect data by using surveys and then organize the data in tables and line plots. So basically we're trying to organize the data. So first of all, what is a survey? A survey is a method, like by inquiry or by asking, and then eventually we gather the information about a group. So a survey is a method to gather information about a group. And then what is sample? So the sample represents the population fairly. So a sample is part of the group. Is part of a group that is chosen to represent the group. So sample is part of the group that is chosen to represent the group. So what is population? Population is the whole group. Population is the whole group. So what is a random sample? Random sample is a sample that's chosen with each person or each individual in the sample has an equal chance of being chosen. So a random sample is a sample which each individual in the population has an equal chance of being chosen. So a random sample is a sample which each individual in this population will have an equal chance of being chosen. So example 1. So now suppose a marketing company is hired to find which animal most residents of Minnesota would choose for a state animal. So which random sample best represent the population? So number 1 is 100 children. Number 2 is 100 men. C is 100 adults in southern Minnesota. D is 100 Minnesota residents in different parts of the state. So this is 100,000 Minnesota. And E. So the answer here is D, because only D represents the population fairly. So D, in the situation of D, every Minnesota resident would have equal chance of being selected. So here the answer is D, because it represents the population fairly. So D represents the population fairly. Each Minnesota resident will have an equal chance of being selected. So how do we organize data? Here we want to take a look at the frequency table. So what is a frequency table? So a frequency table shows the total for each category or group. So frequency table shows the total for each category or group. So example 2, how do we organize data in a frequency table? So we count by 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so after we count by 5, check, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. We can therefore switch our data by count into something called frequency table. So this is a frequency table. So this is Minnesota Animal Survey. So the inside this, I have animal, I have frequency, the inside here I have badger, I have mink, I have red fox, I have river otter, the frequency badger, this is 10, 20, 30, 40, and this is 5. So this means 2 of these are 10. This is 10. This is another 10. So this is 45. Okay, how about mink? Mink, this is 10. This is 10, 25, 6, 26. Then I have red fox, 10, 10, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 29. I have a river otter, 10, 20, 25. Okay, so in the frequency table, the frequency shows the total number of each type of the animal. So I represent the check with the number. Okay, now I got something more. So what is a line plot? So a line plot gives us the picture of the data and can also be used to identify the range and any outliers. So a line plot gives us a visual picture of the data and can also be used to identify the range and any outliers. So a line plot gives us a visual picture of the data and can also be used to identify the range and any outliers. We can use the line plot to identify the range and any outliers. So then what is the range? The range is the difference between the greatest number and the least number in the data set. Range is the difference between the greatest number and the least number in a set of data. So range is the difference between the greatest number and the least number in a set of data. So that's the range. And what is the outlier? The outlier is the value that is separated from the rest of the data. So outlier is the value that's separated from the rest of the data. So how do we organize the pet survey data in line plot? And then we'll find the range So first of all, we want to organize this survey in a line plot. Then we want to find the range. Okay, so in order to do this, now we have a pet survey. So then first of all, draw a number line from 0 to 5. So now I have a number line from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for 0, my frequency is 8. So then I give an X for each response in the frequency table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For 1, I got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 2, I got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For 5, I got 3, I got 0. 4, I got 0. And 5, I got 1. So that's the first. This is the line plot. Okay, secondly, I want to find the range. Okay, so the greatest number is 5, and then the least number is 0. So the range is 5 minus 0. So is 0, is 5. So therefore, for the second question, the range is